In a world that is increasingly driven by invisible technology, one of the most powerful pieces of everyday spy tech is something we carry without a second thought: our credit card. At first glance, it appears to be a simple piece of plastic, a convenient tool for making payments, but beneath its sleek surface lies a sophisticated network of technologies designed to communicate, verify, and protect. Every time you tap, swipe, or insert your card, a silent exchange of encrypted data takes place, involving microchips, radio waves, authentication protocols, and global financial systems. This is not science fiction. This is modern financial infrastructure operating in real time. The small metallic square embedded in most cards, the EMV chip, is essentially a tiny computer. It generates a unique transaction code every time it is used, making it nearly impossible for criminals to reuse stolen data. This dynamic authentication is one of the most significant advancements in payment security, replacing the older magnetic stripe system that stored static information easily copied by skimming devices. Yet, even as security improves, so does the sophistication of threats. Cybercriminals are constantly evolving, and the technology within your card evolves alongside them in a continuous digital arms race. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of credit card technology is contactless payment, often referred to as tap-to-pay. This feature relies on RFID, or radio frequency identification, and NFC, near-field communication. These technologies allow your card to communicate wirelessly with a payment terminal over short distances, typically just a few centimeters. When you tap your card, it emits a radio signal that securely transmits payment data without physical contact. This process is incredibly fast, often taking less than a second, yet within that moment, multiple layers of encryption and verification occur. It's this seamless blend of speed and security that has made contactless payments one of the fastest growing financial technologies in the world. However, the very convenience that makes this system appealing also raises concerns. Some critics argue that RFID-enabled cards could potentially be scanned without the owner's knowledge, although financial institutions counter this by implementing strict range limitations and encryption protocols that make unauthorized access extremely difficult. Beyond payments, your credit card is also a powerful data generator. Every transaction you make contributes to a digital profile that can reveal patterns about your lifestyle, preferences, and behavior. From the places you shop to the times you travel, this data is analyzed by financial institutions to detect fraud, assess risk, and even personalize offers. While this can enhance user experience and security, it also introduces questions about privacy and data ownership. Who truly controls this information, and how is it being used beyond your awareness? In many cases, anonymized transaction data is aggregated and analyzed to understand consumer trends, helping businesses and governments make decisions. This means that your everyday purchases are part of a much larger data ecosystem, one that operates largely behind the scenes. Security, of course, remains at the heart of credit card technology. Modern cards incorporate multiple layers of protection, including tokenization, encryption, and biometric verification in some advanced systems. Tokenization replaces your actual card number with a randomly generated token during transactions, ensuring that sensitive data is never exposed. Even if intercepted, the token is useless outside that specific transaction. Additionally, many payment systems now integrate with smartphones and wearable devices, adding another layer of authentication such as fingerprint or facial recognition. This convergence of technologies is transforming the humble credit card into a gateway for secure digital identity. Interestingly, the evolution of credit card technology reflects broader trends in society. As we move toward a cashless economy, the importance of secure, efficient payment systems becomes even more critical. Governments and financial institutions are investing heavily in infrastructure that supports digital transactions, from mobile wallets to blockchain-based systems. In this context, the credit card is no longer just a payment tool. It is part of a larger ecosystem that includes online banking, digital currencies, and global commerce. This interconnected system enables transactions to occur across borders in seconds, facilitating trade and economic growth on an unprecedented scale. However, with great power comes great responsibility. Users must remain aware of how their cards work and take steps to protect themselves. Simple practices such as monitoring statements, enabling transaction alerts, and using secure networks can significantly reduce the risk of fraud. At the same time, policymakers and technology developers must continue to address emerging threats and ethical concerns, ensuring that innovation does not come at the cost of privacy or security. As we look to the future, the technology inside credit cards is likely to become even more advanced. Researchers are exploring cards with built-in biometric sensors, allowing users to authenticate transactions with a fingerprint directly on the card. Others are developing dynamic CVV codes that change periodically, adding another layer of security for online transactions. There is even the possibility of fully digital cards, existing only within secure devices, eliminating the need for physical plastic altogether. These innovations suggest that the concept of a credit card will continue to evolve, adapting to the changing needs of a digital society. In conclusion, the next time you hold your credit card, consider what it truly represents. It is not just a tool for spending money. It is a compact, high-tech device that embodies decades of innovation in computing, communication, and security. It connects you to a vast global network, enabling transactions that are fast, secure, and increasingly intelligent. The secret spy tech inside every credit card is not about surveillance in the traditional sense, but about the invisible systems that make modern life possible. Understanding this technology empowers you to use it more effectively and responsibly, turning an everyday object into a window into the future of digital interaction. In a world where technology is often hidden in plain sight, your credit card stands as a perfect example of how the extraordinary can exist within the ordinary, quietly shaping the way we live, work, and connect with one another.